Miss Callan with Ship here, and today we're making another fabulous tomato snack to celebrate the beginning of summer and summer tomato season. Have you ever had a nice crusty or toasted bread just with tomato and cheese and basil on top? It's such a luscious treat. We're going to make an Italian bruschetta, but the simple and no-cook and really healthy way. So let's take a look at our food groups today. We're going to be using fresh, healthy, lovely tomatoes full of vitamin C, and we're also going to be using some basil, which is a lovely herb that has a mild, really Italian flavor. And basil and tomatoes fall into the vegetable food group on my plate. Very good. This dish is really, really good with fresh mozzarella, but you can use any kind of mozzarella, and that means you can also use string cheese, and you could use other kinds of cheese too. So cheese falls into dairy. Great, good job. And then we're going to use some whole grain bread. So I've got a toasted whole grain pita here, which I'm going to use today, but we could also use a nice crusty whole grain loaf like this. And you can toast it or you don't have to toast it. That's up to you. So let's see, how many food groups is that? We've got vegetables, we've got whole grains, and we've got dairy. So we have 3 food groups. We're also going to use just a little splash of balsamic vinegar if you like it. So all we really need to make this delicious Italian bruschetta is a knife, and we need a plate. And you might want to use a measuring spoon for the vinegar just to make sure you don't put too much on. But you don't really need the measuring spoon. The first thing we have to do is wash our hands. The second thing we have to do is wash our fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to start by cutting up my whole grain pita bread into wedges or little triangles. I'll cut it in half, and then I'll cut it in quarters. And then I'll cut it in eighths. So if I've cut it in eighths, I have 8 pieces. This is our delicious whole grain bread, full of fiber, minerals, and vitamins. The next thing to do is slice up our mozzarella, or whatever cheese you're using, and we're going to put a very thin slice on each piece of bread. Now each slice of bread has a piece of cheese on it. Now we're going to slice up our tomatoes so that each slice of bread gets a slice of tomato. That means we need 8 slices. This is looking really good. Look at all that delicious tomato. Now, if you have fresh basil, you can put a basil leaf on top of each one. You could also sprinkle this with dried basil. I just picked this basil out of the garden. Basil is one of the easiest things to grow in the summer. 1 leaf on each one. I hope I have enough leaves. That looks so great. It's beautiful. Now for the balsamic vinegar. Balsamic vinegar is one of the sweeter vinegars, so you might like it. You may never have tried it before. So you just want to put a little bit of this on. One thing you could do is fill up your 1/4 teaspoon about halfway with balsamic vinegar. That way you can just put 1 drop on each of your pieces. If you don't like vinegar, you can leave this off completely. Now look at what a gourmet healthy snack you've made with 3 food groups. This is a true taste of summer in Italy. I sure hope you get a chance to try this someday, and I can't wait to hear what you think of it.